Hello, this is a lesson covering factors that affect photosynthesis. Before we begin, let's go over the process of photosynthesis. Radiant energy is absorbed by the green pigment chlorophyll, water is absorbed by the roots, carbon dioxide is diffused into the leaf, and photosynthesis is catalyzed by enzymes. This produces glucose and the byproduct oxygen. The rate of photosynthesis is the speed at which the process takes place, affected by numerous factors, including those derived from the reactants. We will discuss the effect of the concentration of carbon dioxide, intensity of light, and temperature on the rate, but not water, as it can be variable. To understand the effect of the three environmental factors, we use general graphs. As usual, we put the dependent variable on the y-axis. In this case, it is the rate of photosynthesis, because it changes based on the concentration of carbon dioxide. It is dependent on it. On the x-axis, we always put the independent variable. This is the variable we would change in an experiment. This graph shows the effect of carbon dioxide concentration on the rate of photosynthesis. At a low carbon dioxide concentration, the rate is low. As the concentration increases, the rate also increases, but only to a certain point. This is the optimum amount of carbon dioxide, where the photosynthesis occurs as fast as possible. Any concentration higher than optimum is the same rate, because the reaction cannot take place any faster, shown as a plateau on the graph. Let's do an experiment. We know that if photosynthesis takes place, glucose produced will be stored as starch. So, if we want to check if photosynthesis has occurred, we can look for the presence of starch. To see the effect of light intensity on photosynthesis, first we will put the plant in a cupboard for 48 hours to ensure there won't be much leftover starch that would skew our results. After 48 hours, we will take the plant out of the cupboard, wrap one leaf with aluminium foil and leave the other uncovered. Then we will leave the plant in the sun for another 48 hours. Now we will pick off the leaves and perform a starch test. This is done by placing the leaf in boiling water to kill its cells, then placing it in a test tube containing ethanol and placing that in boiling water for about 10 minutes. This extracts the chlorophyll. Then we remove the leaf and wash it with water. We will repeat this process with both leaves. We test for the presence of starch using an iodine solution. The uncovered leaf turns blue-black, which means there is starch present, and the covered leaf turns a light brown, meaning there is little to no starch present. This means that photosynthesis only occurred with light intensity. Let's have a look at this graph. Like our covered leaf, with no light intensity, the rate of photosynthesis is 0. As it increases, the rate also increases, but only to the optimum intensity. Above that, the rate of photosynthesis plateaus. This graph showing the effect of temperature on the rate of photosynthesis is a bit different. When temperature is low, the rate is low. As it increases, so does the rate. When temperature is optimal, the reaction is as fast as it can be, but higher than that, the rate of photosynthesis begins to decrease. This is because enzymes that catalyze the reaction denature and can no longer function. Therefore, at high temperatures, the rate of photosynthesis is low again. Thank you for watching. I will leave you with a question. Why is it important to consider the factors that affect the rate of photosynthesis? The picture is a hint.